A ship! I am saved! Weeks I've been stranded here. The Vailian Trading Company sends no one. Unless... By whose standard do you call this settled? I only tarry here because my shipmates went to Poko Kohara to search for luminous adra. I worry that Ruano, the local chieftain, gave Captain Bez and my crewmates a false lead. Ruano was the last to speak with the captain before she set sail. He squats in the hot northeast of that pitiful market. I would have joined her, but my stomach... something did not agree. Now it is weeks since they should have returned. I'm only the galley cook, not a search party. Ach, the company would front the coin for a search party if someone competent stuck their neck out. When we landed on Tikawara, the chieftain gave us a welcome feast for the dukes. We feasted, danced, drank, and slept, only so we could feast, dance, and drink more. With the priest, Anaharu. He said we had come to rob and plunder. He and Nairi turned the villagers against us. After that, we slept on the boat and took turns watching the shore. Except for me. I had to rest and recover, of course. But in the early hours, our lookouts Ruano and Anaharu disappeared together. I am sure I do not know. All I heard was that they left the village. And by the afternoon, only Ruano returned. Now no one here will even talk of Anaharu. Suspicious, no? Our captain was eager to leave before the winds changed again. The priestess? She imagines me in the jaws of our fish goddess. I know it. She lurks in the shrine next to that awful statue. I cannot stand her wicked looks, but if she does not scare you, then maybe you talk to her. The captain left all but the essentials with me. I have sustained myself trading with the villagers. Ekosi, but I'm almost out of ale. I must watch the supplies at the trading post. You will come to check on me, yes?
It is a bad omen to have a priestess so young.
Age is no assurance of wisdom. Remember Anna?
Still your tongue. Amira's winds will surely carry your words.
As you like.
Quit your chirping. I have no fish for you. Full tides. Himuihi and the other Mataru found them when they explored the island. Said maybe we train them to build. And if the soil and sea are misers here, then we eat them. The high tide is stingy with fish, and the low tide even more so.
Oh, filthy lizards. Even here, I always smell them. An outsider in Tikawara? Who are you, stranger? A captain. If you had sailed downwind of the island, you would have moved on, I say. I tell Rangaruanu that the stench of Tikawara will drive away friend and outsider alike. Do you smell it? The words of a skilled hunter. There is no food on this barren island that those monsters do not steal. Always they circle our village looking for weaknesses. I push the cage with the young ones farther toward the beach, but I smell them even here. Anger will make them stupid and reckless, I say. More so than they are already. A week ago, I tracked the fish to Hoina Ravine, so I challenged the Mataru to a hunting competition. My mother's belt for the brood mother's head. It is not every day that newcomers land on our beaches. What say you show me how outsiders deal with Lagufath? Akira, you are perceptive for being outside the tribe. The Ranga orders us to defend his trading post. Otherwise, I would take up my spear. This is sorry work for Mataru, I say. Keep your eyes and ears open. The brood is daring when the mother is close. I'll have that fish woman's head mounted in my hut before long. The Ranga wanted a trading post. He said it will bring more Vailians like the sweaty dwarf. Then they will bring food and supplies and their sweaty money. Always I stand here. This is no job for the Mataru. We hunt, fight, and lead. Someone must. What is there to hunt on this heap of rock and moss? No game, only Lagofath skulking in Hoina Ravine. Even the antelope know there is no fit home. The grasses are thin and the trees are like a child's bones, small and soft. Even to build this, we must hike up the mountain for wood.
What say? You are new to Tikawara? I weave baskets and mats, strong and soft, just as my mother's cousin taught me. In the afternoon, I sell them here. Of course, all that I earn goes back to the Ranga first. This is prize share. Akira, we trust in our Ronga to dispense our food, goods, and coin to the tribe. The Mataru get the best of all, and then the Kwaru. The Raparu share what is left among themselves. Mukumu sees to it that Tamau is made an example of what breaking prize share looks like. I weave baskets and in the afternoon I sell them here. Of course, all that I earn goes back to the Ronga first. This is prize share. Akira, what say?
I shall make it so.
The village starves, and you hide Kawiki fruit?
I hide nothing, you bloated pufferfish. Traitor! Gatti's jaws will close around you!
Confess, Tamau, or will you let good food rot?
Does mine look like a full belly, idiot? Question the rest of the Raparu. We all hunger.
Disgrace. Any other Raparu has worked 10 times in a day what you have in your life, and they do not complain. Another outsider. You visit Tikawara in hungry times. What do you make of this hagfish, huh? Will Tamau confess if I tighten the ropes? Pekeho caught this wretch stealing the last of the Kawiki fruit. The tribe was to feast on it for a harvest ceremony.
I stole no Kawiki, but I wish I had. I would have hid it somewhere most unpleasant.
You hear this? A second chance we give, and Tamau throws it in our faces. Lied and stolen? Akira. When we have food, he takes more than he deserves. He steals baskets and pots, and even pilfered a spearhead from a warrior on the hunt. I say there is no person in Tikawara who he has not wronged in some way. Maybe no person in the Deadfire. We would have eaten the last of the Kawiki as a tribe. This way, we give our thanks to Kahopa, the eel of life. Now this cannot happen. Our harvest fails because this one puts his empty stomach higher than the gods. Akira, just so. To consume the fruit, seeds, and all. This is how we pray to Kahopa for bounty.
I say I deserve what others have in plenty. Shade, a full belly, a moment to kneel on cool sands. We stopped being a tribe when Ruanu dragged us into the path of the outsiders. Now we can only save ourselves.
You shame us, Tamau. To return in your next life as a coconut crab would be too kind. I say missing food is not the problem. Tamau betrays the tribe, dishonors the Raparu, denies all of us Kahopa's mercy. And he will surely wash back into our nets as a mudfish in the next life if he does not tell us where the Kawiki fruit is. Pekeho's word is enough to give Tamau over to the waves.
Better to drown as an innocent man than starve with you fools.
Justice does not fill our stomachs or our hearts. It brings the gods no closer to ending this famine. Akira, you would do this? I say, our Ranga will dedicate the Feast of the Last Kawiki to your name. Until the Kawiki is found, I will delight in prodding this stubborn eel for answers. You are free to question him in your custom, I say, and Pekeho, he tarries often by the beach. Then you must speak with the Ranga. His lodge is at the top of the hill, past the trading post. Nairi also knows much, but she is quiet ever since. Nairi, she tends the shrine in the northwest part of town, near the statue of Ngati. Yes. I am a warrior, like most Mataru. Can you not tell? We have little reason to fight on Tikawara, except when the fishermen drink too much of the dwarf man's liquor. But these are only small fights, not like it was on the island we left before, when the pirates, the slave... But what did I say? Tikawara does not give in abundance, but there are worse things, Akira.
You look at me for what? To watch me shrivel up in the sun? If only my brain and belly had coordinated, I say I would have tried sooner. Pekeho hates me because I insult his puny catches of fish. All he does is weigh down his boat. For this, he accuses me. Pekeho says I was skulking by the drying hut north of the Ranga's home. Akira, this is so. I would have taken the Kohiki, but it was already gone. It is said the Roparu share one empty stomach. Blame any of them, I say. The tribe drives me out like jerky because I am hated, not because I am a Kawiki thief. I have seen better days than this. I labor for the tribe, but our Ranga saves the best of everything for his warriors. For what does a warrior need with a full stomach when we are not at war? Then maybe you ask someone with both feet on the ground. I need to conserve my strength.
As you like.
Ruana was wise to bring us here. A year, and still foreigners never attack.
But our food dwindles. Better to die fighting than starving.
I shall make it so.
As you like.
Ah, welcome to Tikawara. Greetings, friend. Always an honor to receive guests. I would shower you with the fruit of our harvest, but the season is unkind, I say. Poko Kohara is restless. Even from afar, the storms tear our bounty up by the root and chase fish to calmer shores. You know of them already, then? The Vailians went to Poko Kohara for luminous Adra, but their expedition does not return. As the storms grow wild, Tikawara dies around us. No traveler will land here if they are forced to eat their belts, I say. Here, this was a token passed down from the Rangas, said to come from Poko Kohara in brighter days. The Muzuma snail, a foul thing, yes? They eat through the dead faster than Tangaloa, I say. It is nothing the Kuaru would craft. The ancestors and their hobbies. If you need aid, Himuihi's warriors need only someone to bark commands and they will go. Wind and sorrow are all that emerge from the ruins, never answers. In our old villages, we were raided by pirates, stolen by slavers, and killed by Rawatayan scouts. So I brought them here, where the soil is too poor for kuiki fruit and the waters too shallow for great fish. At least we are in the path of Vailian traders as they come and go. This is protection, prosperity, a future. You are new to the islands. I would not expect you to know of these things. Our ancestors told of luminous Adra, the bones of the dead fire, breaching through the sands of Poko Kohara. Ngati raises her watery fist in defense of the Adra. Vailian or Huana, it is nothing to her who suffers in the wake of such anger. Maybe that is for what the Vailians find it so fascinating. Their captain brushed off my tails like the buzzing of gnats. Ikira, we paddle our canoes the long way around Poko Kohara for a reason, I say. Another people lived among our ancestors and built a temple in the desert. Now there is only death. But the Vailians closed their ears to my warning. Speak on, friend. What say? Our village here is young still, but we will grow when the Vailians come. That is for what we build many houses now, even a trading post. We make Tikawara pleasing to the Vailians. Then when they come for Poko Kohara, they build their harbor here. They must. Some tribes push foreigners away, but it is good to have powerful friends. If the Vailians come, they will build an outpost here in Tikawara. And then we will have more to trade with outsiders than just Rongi's mats. With coin comes protection, friendship. A favorable arrangement for both sides, I say. Then we buy what we do not grow. Soon our pockets will drag behind us with foreign coin. I say that in Tikawara there is always a spot around the fire and... and a koiki in every hand. Speak on, friend. The Vailians left many crates with the dwarf. He hoards them by the beach. But we never refuse a guest. If you need sleep, Himuihi will show you all the villages contending for the honor of your visit. And if you need strong Mataru warriors to fight at your side, then Himuihi can help you with this also. She guards the trading post.
I shall make it so.
Amir's winds blow bitter today, outsider.
As you like.
More outlanders. Are your masters so desperate that they send you to plunder a starving village? Was it the Rauataians, the Vailians, or some new invader? Outlanders conquer us with ink and paper packs as well as blades, but they conquer us all the same. Better for us all if they stay lost, I say. Ruanu. He collaborates with the bottom feeders who went to Poko Kohara for Adra riches. I warned the Vailians about Poko Kohara, but why listen to the ignorant Huana girl? Now I remain. They are gone, taken by the curse. Those who make for Poko Kohara are devoured by Nagati, the trickster of the seas. Dark clouds surround Poko Kohara, and in my dreams, they swallow us all. We tell these stories not because they happen just so. We tell them for what they mean. Our Rangosphere makes him too trusting. He believes the Vailian traders will protect us if they settle here and mine Poko Kohara. So the villagers pour their sweat into the sand, building a trading post on a barren island. And this would make us what, another Neketaka? A den for foreign traders to wallow in bathhouses while the Huana feed on trash? This would be the end of us. If you go to Poko Kohara, I say the best thing is to destroy it for the tribe. When the Adra is gone, the Vailians will dig somewhere else, leaving us to point our canoes toward more welcoming shores. I hope so. And we did not speak of this, Akira? Anaharu was the tribe's priest before me. And he was my father. Before he challenged Ruanu to a trial of waves. But he was cast off. We are forbidden to speak of him. When there is an argument between leaders that cannot be answered, we turn to Nagati. Two challengers risk violent currents, beasts from the deep, and waves that would dash them against the rocks. The winner, if there is one, has Nagati's favor. The loser, living or dead, is forgotten by Nagati and the tribe. It means the tribe must forget him. The Ranga divided his possessions among the other Mataru, and now we do not speak of him. Anaharu goes to his next life, but forgotten, he goes to a different tribe. We worship the same gods as the foreigners, but sometimes with different names. This is Nagati, the trickster of the seas. Foreigners know her as Andra. To us, there is no difference.
Whispers and shadows. I shall make it so.
For what do you linger here? The village is much too quiet. You will never meet a more welcoming tribe. See? The villagers brawl for the honor of your visit.
You need something? Ikira. Tamau was creeping around the drying hut where we stored Kawiki for the ceremony, north of our Ranga's home. I grabbed Tamau by the wrist and dragged him to Mukumu. We found all of the Kawiki were gone. The snake brought this on himself, I say. Now Mukumu will deliver him to Tangaloa's maw, where he belongs. Ikira, it is as I said. Tamau was near the Kawiki hut. Stuffing his face, I say. And if he will not admit it in this life, he will pay in the next one. It is said the gods piss on the souls of liars before sending them back to Eora as krill. Tamau stole no Koiki. Kahopa must have made Tamau from sand lice, because he gives nothing to the tribe, only takes. No! Ikira, I did not do this. I provide for the tribe, not like that louse Tamau. Tamau is as innocent as a skulking tide-pool worm. He hates the tribe. Pity and charity fill his belly and shell pouch, and he has not strained a muscle to serve anyone but himself. Knowing this does not bring the Kawiki back to the drying hut, but it will help to heal the tribe. No, he wants the Kawiki and the guilty. So do we all, I say. I cannot say if the true thief covered their tracks, since Mukumu never looked for clues. But the drying hut? Ikira, in his sandals, this is where I would look.
To whispers and shadows, I shall make it so. Sharp eyes and keen ears.
For what do you follow me? Can a weaver not soak his feet in the cool sand? Our village has troubles, Akira. I go here to set mine afloat on Ngati's back. If you will not leave me alone, then I go. All this noisy tarrying exposes us to hungry Lavufath.
As you like.
I see your feet will not let you stay in one place. Only the Tamau has slept like a fat tortoise, while the rest of us chew on reeds to fool our bellies. Akira, no one could be less surprised. Tamau had this coming. For what do you come to me then? Guilty or no, being tossed to the waves is what Tamau deserves. I have no tears for him. He complained until the Ranga gave him my finest mats, and then left him out for the sport of beasts. Let the gods sort him. I do not stop you from asking. I stole the Koiki, not Tamau. Ruanu would have us waste our last Koiki on a ceremony to the gods. I say the seeds must be harvested and planted. So I hide them by the shore, where the sun warms the sand just so, and I wait. Ruanu would not understand. A Kuaru like me is no farmer. It is not my place to decide what is harvested. But if I can spring life from the Koiki seeds, then we have a chance to feed the tribe on a new crop. At least, what tribe still lives by the time the fruit grows? Ikira, do you cultivate? Koiki is tough, stubborn. It does not surrender without a fight. I let Amira's hot breath warm the heart of the seeds and tell them to grow. What say? He has stolen, insulted us, even hurled insults at the gods. He is no innocent, I say. If birthing a new crop of Koiki means his sacrifice, even Ngati would forgive this. Ikira, but say nothing. If Ruana takes back the Koiki, we will grow nothing else in time to sustain the tribe. I beg of you, for the good of the tribe, let Tamau meet the gods that the rest of us might eat again.
Yes, hello. Whatever you need, I can help. What say? Pekeho speak through a false blowhole? Prove it. Show me the real traitor. Akira, this is true? Why would Rongi do this? What say? He thinks a weaver knows better than the Ranga what to do with our fruit? Two traitors, but only one deserves death this day.